Pastor Julian here with Central's Devotion for today. I hope you're doing well. I want to take a look at a passage of Scripture that I think me and many other Christians need to pay special attention to. And that is Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. Jesus has to, amongst the 12 apostles and other disciples, he has to deal with conflicts and people being hurt or disappointed or feeling some betrayals. He's got to speak into these things and give some clear direction so that in dealing with these conflicts or somebody doing something that offends you, he needs to make sure that his disciples do not fall into sin because of this. So here is what Jesus says. He says, "If a brother sins against you, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained a brother." I'm going to read that one more time. This is Matthew chapter 18, verse 15. If a brother sins against you, if he does something that offends you, that hurts you, that trespasses against you in some way, go and tell him his fault between you and him alone. If he listens to you, you have gained your brother. This is what Christians need to do if someone has offended you, sinned against you, erred against you, hurt you. You are supposed to go to that person alone, just you and him or her, and explain, you did this and it affected me in this way. But I will say that the default for a lot of people, and it's hard to get rid of because it's a habit. We don't like to confront people. We don't like to go to the source. What we like to do is to gossip about it, talk to other people about it, and let it spread into a negative thing, and so that other people can look at the person who has committed the offense, who might not even know that they have committed the offense. Then all of a sudden, all these people are talking about them, and rumors spread, and bad reputations become established, and all that is a sin. But it's hard. That's the default because it's hard to confront somebody, to go to someone straight up and talk to them about a problem you might have. Christians even have this interesting go-to. I need to go to somebody else, maybe pray about this, and they've offended me. I want to go to you and pray about it, but it's really so that you can spread some sort of gossip to make yourself feel better. What you're supposed to do, what Jesus is telling you to do, the righteous way to handle this, and not the sinful way, because if you go and gossip, that's sin, is to go to that person and to share that with them. You've hurt me, or this happened and it's negatively affected me. And he says, if he listens to you, you have gained your brother. It doesn't say that the person has to bend over backwards with apologies and and to rectify everything, make everything right. It says, but if he hears you, if he listens to you, you have gained your brother. That means that he's taken it in. I understand that I've done something here, and I need to consider that, maybe change something. And so if he listens to you when you confront him, if you share with him about that sin, then if he listens to you, you've gained a brother. Why have you gained a brother? Because you've done the right thing. You've come to him or her. You've shared with them your concern. It shows that you value the person, that you care about the person, and that you're a righteous person in that you didn't go off spreading negativity, creating festering sin. Instead, you have brought yourself and this individual who might have erred and hurt you together. These things, like I said, went on between the disciples and went on amongst others. Jesus had to address this because he doesn't want you to fall into sin. This is how you're supposed to deal with other people who hurt you. Now, it doesn't say every single time that you have a little bit of a sin against somebody, every problem, because the Bible does talk about, Jesus does talk about bearing with each other and long suffering. So there are some things that, maybe this isn't quite as big a deal. It might bother me a little bit, and I'm just gonna keep it to myself and deal with it, and it'll go away. It'll go away. But then there's things that you really should, like I need to deal with. This is something that really bothered me, and you go to the person. So there's two ways that you should deal with it. Deal with a brother or sister hurting you or offending you. You go to them personally, one-on-one, or you bear up with it and suffer with it until you're able to deal with it, to just, it's not an issue anymore. So those are the two ways that you are supposed to deal with this. Now, if you read on in this to verse 16, 17, if they don't listen to you, if they've rebelled, they don't want to have anything to do with it, then you come to them with 2 or 3 others. They come to you, and you deal with them. If they don't listen to them, then you tell it to the church, and then they got to deal with this problem. So, but what you're supposed to do from the get-go, the righteous thing, the thing that isn't sinful, which you need to do, you either go to that person and tell them one-on-one about the offense, or you bear up with it, long-suffering, until it's not an issue anymore. God bless you. Have a great day, and I hope this devotion helps you and blesses you. All right. God bless you. Have a great day.